Greetings, it is I, Dreadscape Gaming. How are all of you doing today, Dread Knights? On this Friday, we made it to Friday, November 14th, 2025. I'm doing pretty good. We are going to be playing more Diablo 4, Season 10. I actually kind of like the season. I haven't played Diablo 4 really in a while. Yesterday was like a nice change of pace from the stuff that I was doing before. So I kind of want to continue on that change of pace. The game audio will be coming up in a minute is because I'm tapped out from the game, that's why. Alright, so we're going to continue today with the season. Overall, it's been pretty fun. I'm playing Chain Sorcerers, or Sorcerer, so it's Chain Lightning build. A very, like, standard Chain Lightning, even though, like, it's not, like, I'm going to respec at some point. I did grind a little bit off a stream yesterday, so I did get to level 31. I'm trying to see if maybe we can get to level 40 today, even though I don't know how realistic that's going to be, because we only got about a 2-hour session today. On top of that, I did finally unlock the ability to add aspects to gear, like you can normally. I was a little bit upset at the fact that they no longer save to the codex like they did in previous seasons. So that's something that I was not too happy about that. I was really not too happy about the codex change, because I feel like the codex change, it makes things a little bit more grindy and seasonal. I know it's still the same in Internal, where every time you keep the codex for every character, but still. So I grinded some of the more necessary ones, because I didn't really want to do a whole bunch of dungeons off a stream. And we're gonna just kind of like rock with things for the moment. I might have to put some aspects here and there, just because obviously we're gonna be constantly swapping out loot. Ooh, this is what I wanted. Chain Lightning bounces, gain 3 more mana. Yeah, basic skill reduces the mana cost of your next core. I think we're gonna swap that out, because that's gonna be very helpful for the build. And I can always just, you know, salvage that. Salvage some of these rings, because actually, let's not salvage those rings, because we can also change out certain things. What's this? It's an aspect of barrier. Okay. I'm just trying to see what I need to, because we're a little bit low on resources, obviously, so I don't want to grind too many resources here. Is there a cultist on this map? That's going to be the most important thing here. Look, I can't teleport in town. It's not like the old days where you could just teleport like in Diablo 2. This is the armor vendor. Where's the occultist? The occultist is over here. Alright. Let's use Codex of Power. Aspect of the Protector. I'm just gonna swap here, because this is a better roll on gear right now. Oh, I don't have enough things to do it. Okay. So in that case, since I don't have enough gear to constantly do that just yet, we're not gonna really then thing. It's not gonna really matter too much anyway at the moment. It's fine. We're gonna be doing mostly seasonal content today, which means we're going to be doing still a lot of the Terror Zone stuff, but this is the next part of the seasonal quest. So we're going to teleport here, do that, hopefully get some good levels going. As well, thank you everybody that's, you know, always hanging out here. It was an interesting week, to say the very least. I don't know how I necessarily feel about some of the stuff. It was a very long week, but it's getting better. You know what? It was a stressful week. We're getting closer to Christmas season. I'm actually looking forward to Christmas season. The first time I could say so in a very long time. Okay, cool. Shoot here. Let's get the giant pets. Good. I think that chain linking bounce is helping quite a bit. I think at some point I'm going to have to change things so that I get the crackling energy, because I feel like it just works too well with this build to not have it on there. So maybe we'll do that at some point. I didn't realize crackling energy was still as good as it used to be. Alright, let's look around. I'm streaming a little bit earlier than I was originally, because I usually start at 5 o'clock, but I wanted to go a little bit earlier. I was feeling and vibing more Diablo, and we will. That's what we'll do. We'll play more Diablo 4. Okay, wares. Pretty good. Bounce off that. Die? I don't think so. And the thing is, like, the build is definitely more optimized now, because I know yesterday when I was playing on stream it wasn't optimized, because I didn't have access to the aspects yet, which is kind of really what makes or breaks a lot of these builds. Not just for seasonal content, but as well as internal content. Alright, let's speak to you. So we're going to take out the occultist here. If Bardock is here, he'll be deep below in the summoning chamber. Are we already going to finish the seasonal story? Or is this going to be, like, dragged out? Because it's like the seasonal story ends already. That's going to be kind of unfortunate, to say the very least. Look around. see anything. Is this a full-on dungeon, or is this just gonna be like a cellar? Oh, looks like it's a full-on dungeon. Man, these things are exploding way too easily. But you know, if I bump up the difficulty just yet, we're not properly geared up. Yes, yeah, try that. See what happens. Beep around and find out what's gonna happen to you if you do that. Alright. Can I not use my shield? Why isn't it letting me use my LT? My LT on this controller broken? Okay, that was weird. A very weird glitch that I just encountered. It wasn't letting me use my LT for whatever reason. Like if I didn't have it on cooldown, hopefully that was short-lived. Bounce, yeah, the chain lightning bounce is definitely very important for this. So without it, it just doesn't feel as good. Now we're really cooking Dread Knights. That's why I wanted to grind a little bit off of stream yesterday. I'm sorry that you didn't get to see me doing a couple dungeons, but it just makes it go a little bit more smooth. Let's save you. Yes, I freed you. What do you want? You're free.
They captured me because...
Why did they capture you?
I know too much.
You know too much?
Too much is what I know.
Did you get taken by a VTuber corporation, ninjas? Demons everywhere. Do you know why? What allows them to slip into Sanctuary? No, of course I don't. Mephisto, Lord of Hatred. Of course, they're still posting the Mephisto content.
Come for us all.
Okay, so?
These fools
worship Bardock? Okay.
The greater evil rules over them.
Yeah, obviously it's Mephisto, and Mephisto's probably just playing into... Are we walking with him? Or are we supposed to protect him? They didn't even say. Okay. Apparently not. Is this it? Can I keep going through here and like do our content, or should I just like back out? Speak more or less, yeah. Okay, so I guess we should just get out of here. So what was the point in making us come through this dungeon then? Just like this could have been a cellar then, right? At least in my opinion. Let's see. Where's the exit? Ah, I'm a dummy. I mean, on the map, it looks all the same. I will say, like, the map design is a little bit kind of poopy in this game. Alright, skill bonuses. Alright, let's talk to her. Where is she? Come on. Where are you, Alessia? Why aren't you talking? She's just staying static here. Is she in there? Oh, she's in there. Okay. So that was dumb. It made me seem like I had to go outside there. She's in here somewhere, apparently. Alright. Alright, so I guess we're just exploring this dungeon. We'll keep pushing it and seeing. Maybe she's at the end of the dungeon. It's a story dungeon. Or it's just that they used this regular dungeon. Alright, well, a little bit of backtracking will never hurt anybody. Pick up the Veil Crystal. With the pet. Hopefully we'll get, like, a quick level up, too. Alright. Yeah, there's something over here. Okay, so it's just Tribunal. We'll take them out. Pretty easy, too. We're gonna delete through a lot of things. I didn't realize, like, Chain Lightning was gonna be as broken as it was this season, which is kind of good for us. Uh-oh. Got crowd control there. Gotta move back here. I need still a little bit better holding on. At least in my opinion. Okay. That's good. So how is everybody? What is everybody eating for dinner today? I have no clue what I'm eating for dinner. I ate a little bit unhealthy yesterday. I was having Popeyes. Wasn't really feeling Popeyes. Okay, let's stop this woman. Well, that was a guy. Why did it say it was a mother then? I guess it was a worshiper of Mother, right? Mother is basically Lilith, for those of you who don't know. I'm not playing story content, I'm playing seasonal content. Like, did like little miss thing there. I've never seen this effect. Oh, I can barely see. It's like I'm being blinded. Why are they trying to blind me in this game? That's a weird light effect. I've never seen that in Diablo before. I really didn't care for that. Who wants to be blinded in a video game like that? It hurt my eyes. It was like, where, you know, when you're driving around and it's like sunny and the sun is hitting like the car window, like the front windshield. That's what I felt like I was just exposed to. I hate that even when I'm driving in the passenger seat. And you have like just the sun beaming in and you have to put like the, what do they call that again? The sun visor on the car. You have to pull it down just to like block the sun. That kind of is what that reminded me there. Okay, let's go. This chain lightning build is surprisingly deceptively good, as well as the seasonal powers for this season as well. Good, bouncing, nice. Alright, let's look through here. Okay. This is a very long dungeon, I will say that much. Alright. How do I sound, by the way, for anybody that's here? The game not overpowering my actual audio, because sometimes you never necessarily know. I don't want it to be like too loud and then you can't actually hear me talking. Uh-oh. Watch out. Into chain mountain bounces. Okay, good. Pick up the Wanderer's Pants. I hate getting feared. Feared is like one of the worst status effects that can happen in this game. Let's just freeze there. Perfect. I probably are expecting that I was going to play something a little bit more broken. I'm still very early into the season, so we're just kind of grinding here. We're not doing like endgame content because I started the season yesterday, literally. I gotta be able to get to like level 60 before the season ends. There's just a lot of opportunity to get like experience points, so it's not gonna be like really bad in that nature. Go to chain lightning bounces. Okay, good. Never chain lightning bounces. Okay, sweet. Yeah, like nothing really at this point confronting us. I don't think we're ready necessarily to like bring up the difficulty setting just yet. I think for now normal is where we're gonna rock, at least till we get to pretty further in the seasonal journey, where then it's like requiring us to go to like hard difficulty and stuff. I think maybe we should go here because I have a feeling we're gonna be fighting a boss. It just seems like it's a boss area. Okay, it is. Where is she? What are we doing? Are we fighting Bardock already? Is that him?
You're not Bardock.
No, that's not Bardock. Who's this? The Warlord of Blood. What an interesting name for him. Oh, he's trying to fuck them. Bardock knows about you and the Wanderer and your little crusade. He's making it sound like I'm a merry man, right? Oh, this is kind of a cool boss fight. Oh, it's kind of like, he sort of looks like Diablo, but he's actually not Diablo. Yeah, it's Ishmael the Cursed. Okay. It's not gonna last too long though, because the amount of things I could just constantly bounce around here. This is actually chain lightning, so I'm pretty handy with all this. Can I freeze him? No, I can't, but he's just a little bit vulnerable. I can do that. So I can get a little bit distance. He's about to pop. He's about to pop. Goodbye. We barely knew you. For, you know, a Lord of Blood, you didn't do pretty good against us. Alright, well, that was easy. What do we do now?
It's not lost.
Well, it's not lost.
There's an ancient Visjaktar technique that allows me to glean information from
dead demons. Is that a really good idea? You might get possessed by the demon if you do that.
I'll need to take the head of this Fell Council demon to my order for more.
This was one of the Fell Council members? Interesting. They got a lot bigger in this game. Fell Council used to be in Diablo 2. They were... Ooh, got a level up there, and that's pretty good. Can I interact with her again? Tell me what you know about the Fell Council.
That was Ismael, one of the Fell Council of Demons.
Yeah, they were in Diablo 2. They were in the third act. Surprised to see them back. That was kind of cool.
They were Zakarum leaders in Kurast.
Yeah. Yep. No, look, they just referenced Diablo 2. That's so freaking cool. Yeah, they were led by Mephisto.
They became powerful demons.
Oh, so they got stronger. Oh, they lead the horde of the realm of hatred now. Interesting. They used to just be like regular minions. Cool. I like that they're segueing into that. I still haven't played the Vessel of Hatred DLC though. I didn't buy the expansion. I still don't have really a plan to. I wish we could just go there to leave. Alright, so let's teleport. We'll probably have to go back to town to talk to her to start another mini quest of some sort. I don't know what mini quest that's gonna be. Alright, hammers.
Breathed in fire.
Ooh, this is where the terror zone is. Alright.
Expose thy sin.
But we have to go here to talk to her. Let's go to Yalenza. I guess that's how you pronounce that. We'll get some more of the seasonal rewards. Murmuring Opals are used to purchase random items for a purveyor of curiosities.
You've heard of this Akarat, have you not?
Yes, of course, everybody's heard of Akarat. He was the prophet. He's the one that led the paladins. As well as the Crusaders, was it? No, the Crusaders. Okay, we can get... No, we can't get any of this stuff yet. Why'd you bring me here? Well, she left a note. Wanderer, I have business in Backwater. Meet me there. Interesting. Why couldn't she just send us, like, an email? Ooh, nice. Speak with her in town? She's not in town, is she? Oh, there's... Who's this? I've returned with the Ghoul's Hearts. Yeah, because I have to give that.
Ghoul hearts seem to hit.
Okay, so we did a side quest there. Alright, let's look at our loot. I'm not really going to be doing too much with this loot because it's probably, like, not good for now. Because we need to get, like, a whole bunch of stuff. Use that. Let's do this, do this. Get some free resources while we're at it. Anything decent? Nope. Nope. We have points in our skill tree, though. This might come in handy. Let's see here. Conduction. You know, you deal increased damage while you have crackling energy. Can I fix this without having to ruin the whole skill tree? Because if I can, we'll fix it right now. If I can't, then that's going to be a problem. Let's see here. Chain lightning bounces each time chain lightning. So I'm going to refund here so we can get crackling energy. Because I feel like crackling energy is probably going to be the way to go with this build. Each time crackling hits an enemy, chance to form that. Let me think about that now, okay? Because I feel like crackling energy is probably going to give us a lot more mileage for this build at the moment. Let's see. Which one is this? Electrocution. Alright, and we'll continue to invest points in this as we level up, and I think that's the go-to here. Alright, let's see. We have to meet her at Backwater, which is not that far from the Tree of Whispers. So we'll do that. Close enemies are those who melee range. Melee in this game is... I didn't find melee pretty good the last time I played a melee character here. Let's go over here and talk to whoever the heck this woman is. The woman that we've been dealing with in this story so far. Kind of a very forgettable character. That's the problem with most Diablo IV like seasons and the characters they introduce. They're completely forgettable. It's not like, you know, Mishfet from freaking Diablo 2, and it's not like, you know, there's certain characters like Deckard Cain that's no longer in this series because he got killed in Diablo 3. That's just like not having certain iconic, memorable characters. Like even Leia, despite how bad Leia was as a character in Diablo 3, still memorable because of what happens to her. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't played it. Why are you in a disguise?
I'm working.
Working? Working as what?
Stay here.
Stay here? What is she talking about? Why did she just stab that dude randomly? What the hell was that all about? Who was that?
Never mind that. We're looking
No,
for
I gotta
Bartok.
know what that was. You just stabbed this dude and killed him.
It's not enough for me to get the information we need.
It's not enough.
We need the eyes.
The eyes
The
of
eyes
what?
of the first Khazra.
Oh, really?
which
We're
have been
gonna do
raiding here in
that?
Hawazar.
Ooh,
I
interesting.
need to go prepare the skull. When
So
you
we're
have
really
the eyes,
going deep
meet me at my safe house
dive
to the
into
north.
like Diablo 2 lore right now. Interesting. Alright. What am I doing again? We're going there? Yeah, okay, so we gotta mark that. If I can check the map, because if not, I probably would have been looking around for what we were supposed to do next for God knows how long. Alright, so we gotta go to that area, get some eyes. That should be pretty easy to do. We're already gonna hit another level up, so that's not so bad either. Is this area Terror Zone? Or not Terror Zone, what are they calling this game? Infernal Horde? Right? What's it called? Helltides, that's what's called. I forget because it's like I said, I stopped playing Diablo 4 around after season 5 ended. So I haven't really cared too much since then. I haven't really been paying much mind to certain things going on in terms of the game mechanics. Hopefully we get these eyes pretty easily. I don't feel like I got anything for that. Crackling energy doesn't feel like it spawns that much. Oh, we got crackling energy. Do you not pick it up anymore? Does it just like gravitate through you? Or mine's fine now. But yeah, crackling energy seems like the way to go. I have an idea for this build a little bit more too. But before I do it, I have to get some more points in the skill tree. If you're just joining us, we're playing Diablo 4 again. Okay, Toxic Lurker, that's funny. It's way too funny. Okay, goodbye. Bounce that. These guys are a little bit more tanky than I was thinking about. I guess because it's like seasonal event content. It makes sense that they would be a little bit more tanky. Having that ring definitely helps with the chain lightning, because now it bounces off quite a bit. It makes life a little bit easier. Having the aspects I need to just makes a complete difference. Let's pick up these eyes. So what has everybody been up to? I've been resting most of the day. I haven't really been sleeping very well lately. Just like there's a lot of like personal stuff going on, a lot of work. So today was one of the first days, and I know it'll probably sound very early for a lot of other people, But I stayed in bed till almost 11 o'clock in the morning, which is like unheard of for me because usually I'm up at the crack of dawn before the sun is even up. And today I was able to get some rest, much needed rest. Because I'm gonna have like a very busy week next week, as well as not only working on making some content, because like I said, we're preparing for Christmas content. That's gonna be starting on the 24th for this channel. But, you know, I got some rest, which is great. You know, stayed in bed till 10:30, 10:40. I was sitting back watching some streams of stuff that I haven't been able to watch of other content creators. And, you know, I was talking to my friend Bandcamp for a little bit, too. Like, it was funny because I was watching Samko Saba's recent, what is it? Leafing It stream? And they were talking about the Animal Crossing movie. And to be honest with you, I don't even remember the Animal Crossing movie. So I went to look up the trailer, and I was talking to Bandcamp, Crucio, I was like, Tiger, did you know that there's an Animal Crossing movie? And at first she made it seem like they didn't know what Animal Crossing is about, and then they went on this funny tirade about how Tom Nook is an extortionist and everything. Where's the enemies I'm supposed to be killing here? I don't feel like there's any enemies. Either that or I'm just deleting them before they're coming to the screen. That's funny. So I was talking about it. It was like, man, Tom Nook. Yeah, Tom Nook is the greatest villain of Animal Crossing. Changed my mind. He gets you into depth. You know what? Gives you all those loans, and then he's like, hey, you know, your house could be better. Maybe you take out another loan and stuff. Yeah. People argue like Tom Nook is trying to teach you about responsibility. Tom Nook is just trying to get you into debt. Change my mind. Change my thing. Okay, good. Perfect. Creeper. What's a creeper spider? When have you ever heard of creeper? Toxic lurker. There goes that toxic lurker again. I've had a couple toxic lurkers back in my day on this channel. I love all the lurkers, so don't get me wrong. Lurkers are the backbone of any channel. Where's the last enemy in here? I feel like we're just killing things. Let me do this. They died before I could even frost nova them. I already got a staff, so that's good. Any more enemies? I feel like they're too afraid to come near me. Why are they so afraid? They know that they're just gonna get one tap, right? You're welcome. I am the Wanderer. That's my job. My job is to save the day of everybody else. If freeze, you deal. That would be good if I'm using a cold build, but we'll keep it because it has a higher roll and has critical strike chance. I'm not gonna use this. Blue gear is bad. We just... Oops. What did I do? We're just looking for gold at the moment. Gold gear so that I can put, like, decent aspects and stuff on it. This is a better amulet than what we have. Yes, but I'm going to hold on to it because I still need a little bit of resources. We don't need to really constantly aspect here either. Alright, so we got to go back this way to talk to her. I'm going to use the horse. And we'll just, jump through the bridge here. Look across, teleport around. Pretty good. There's something there. Is it an enemy that I should be dealing with?
Is someone there?
Is it an event? I don't want to deal with any events. Maybe the first shot. Oops. We got attacked. That's what I get for looking over and track to see. Okay. Let me take these out just for the hell of it. It's experience. Not a lot of experience. That's funny. I never realized that the spiders in this game were called toxic lurkers. That's funny. Way too funny. I'm not showing off the build for this. We got a token of favor. I don't like the... What do they call it? Reliquary? Or however you pronounce that? I feel like it's stupid. It's like they're trying to push like more microtransactions on people in this game. Which I'm not like 100% for them doing that. Okay, let's look around. Alright, so we got Misery. Let's cut across here. Okay, that's fine. I feel like the horses are always so slow too. We'll see. Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna need chain lightning bounces. Good. I'm sorry for people who are expecting, like, Team Fortress 2 today. I just felt more in the mood to play a dungeon crawler yet again. You know, something about dungeon crawlers are, like, really, there's a lure of that. Okay, I got, like, crowd control here, which was annoying as heck. Alright, Harvest, Forsaken Bandits. Let's take that. Alright, let's go into this. So, is she in the dungeon? Is that where we're going? No, this is a cellar, so there's gonna be like a small little story aspect there. Alright, the strongest elixirs can be crafted at the alchemist. We're getting close to that. We're like level 33. I think I gotta go back to do the potion and upgrade it again. Okay, I have the Karza eyes that you asked for.
That took a while.
That didn't take a
have you
while.
been
That was
doing?
fast. That was less than 2 minutes. What are
Fussing
you
with all that
talking about,
equipment
lady?
of yours?
I wasn't fussing with any
This demon skull is
equipment.
almost rotted away.
Demon skull's right away. I don't think so. I wasn't fussing with anything. Here.
Stand back.
Okay, stand back. You're probably just gonna summon a demon or get possessed, because that's what happens every seasonal content. Let's see. It's working?
I can see through the eyes of the other Fell Council.
I don't know if seeing through the eyes of our council is a good idea. There's a sword locked in some sort of encasement.
It's the Sword of Horizon.
A Sword of Horizon. What does the Sword of Horizon do? Or do we, I'm assuming we have to go get that?
It's the blade used to cut off Bartuk's head at the end of the Mage Clan Wars long ago.
Bartox. Okay.
Bartuk's brother's blade.
Okay. Give me one
demons must have
second,
been
Tread
hiding it
Knights.
all
I gotta
this-
mute for a second. I have a call coming in. I'm sorry. You're gonna miss some of the story line there. Let me mute a sec. Okay, Dread Knight, sorry about that. I had to mute there because I had to take that call. It was kind of an important call regarding a food order, I guess you could say. Alright, tell me about the farm.
Alafar is an important ally to the Vizjaktar, a record keeper and archivist who specializes in the history of the Viserai and the
Okay.
Mage Clan Wars.
I missed some of this. Where we're doing Speak with Shane. Outside? No, in Calderon. Okay, so we're going to Calderon. I like that they're doing a lot of throwbacks to Diablo 2 in terms of the story. I guess that's how they're trying to like entice some people here. Let's see. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna activate this ricochet. Ooh, we got some shiny stuff. Hopefully good shiny stuff. What is this? Burning. I'm not playing a burning build. What is this? Meteorite. So they added meteorites to the game? That's interesting. I'm not doing a meteorite build, but we'll save this because I can transmute that. And the rest of the gear is pretty bad. Okay. So we're going to Calderon. Calderon is over here. So right over there we gotta go. Fortunately we have a waypoint to that area now. So we'll see what happens here. Characters in stealth cannot be directly targeted with attacks. Their stealth will be broken if they're hit. Okay. Speak with Shane in the Imperial Library. How far is that from us? Oh, we could have just went there. We didn't even have to. It's like the game didn't even show me where I was supposed to go. That's so unfortunate. Can vary in quality if you learn multiple rarities. Alright. Let's talk to her. Where is
The
Alafar?
study is nearby.
The study is nearby.
This way.
Okay, so we're following her for this next part in the story. Is it into the dungeon we're going? Where am I going though? The game didn't tell me. Oh, it did. Okay, so we're gonna go there. I'm gonna put like a waypoint because I have a tendency to getting lost Dread Knights. Alright, your town port is closing. That doesn't really matter. Probably should use the horse here. But the problem is like I'm gonna zoom for the horse. I'm gonna land in an area where I'm just gonna have to do something else and just fight my way through it. Let's do this just because it can give us some of the claim things. So we can also do some like true whispers while we wait. You know, because I want to try to get as many level ups as I can. The goal would be to try to get to like level 40 today, or even push 45. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, considering time. It really depends. Good. Around... I don't have enough to call the demon just yet. Alright, let's jump here. Good. Mother's chosen. Mother's chosen. Enemies right. Quite a bit of. Alright, let's use this just so we can get distance. Have I even really been spawning any crackling energy with this build? I don't feel like it. It's kind of a bit annoying to say the least. You know, freaking crackling energy was going to be like OP. Did they nerf crackling energy? Because probably makes sense too, because it used to be pretty strong when you paired it with like Energy Bowl in particular. Alright, which way am I going? This way? There's only a fountain here. Okay, can I go through this door? I can't. Okay, she has to open the door, that's why. We were way too ahead of her.
But he usually has
Yes, but the guards
stationed
stationed in front?
We should hurry.
We should hurry. Alright. Probably gonna walk into a trap here, most likely. The music is so good this season. The Barbarian's arsenal consists of two-handed bludgeon weapons, but I'm not playing like Barbarian, so why give me a tip for Barbarian? You know, like, make it make sense sometimes, right? Am I just like bashing in that sense? Sometimes, like, why give me a tip for a class I'm not playing this? Why not give me a tip for actually something that I am playing? You know? At least I feel that way about that. Okay, watch out. Good. Let's do some more chain lightning. Good, bounce. Good. Ah, I was gonna RB there and it moved away. The little you-know-what. I don't like to curse on stream. That's one thing that I've always... As long as I stream. I try to avoid cursing because, like, YouTube doesn't like when I do that type of stuff. And I understand that, you know. Especially the way YouTube is lately. Like, I don't even know. Nowadays, YouTube will, like, restrict your content because they'll say, like, it's too mature. There's an example. I have a friend. I talked about this a little bit briefly. It's like an IRL streamer friend. And they were streaming South Park The Stick of Truth, which is a very, you know, pushing the envelope type of video game. And they got up to a scene with, like, the new kid's parents in the bedroom. I won't say the rest because I'm not trying to get it canceled by YouTube. And YouTube hit them with... Ooh, there's two of these members here. They're trying to make this more difficult. It's like they're trying to reenact the council fight from Diablo IV. Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat these guys. We gotta be careful. I don't know if our chain lightning build's going to actually do anything against them. I can't even break through here. Are they doing any damage? I don't know their attack pattern too, so I gotta be careful. They are very similar to like how they were before though. Like this is like how it kind of was back in the day in Diablo 2, so I like that the throwback at least to them. Excuse me. I'm choked on my own ear. Has that ever happened to anyone here? Probably not. Probably left. Where are you going? Fancy fight, that's for sure. Use this barrier. I wish I had a teleport right there. That would be perfect. Alright. That freeze kind of help. I gotta be careful. He's trying to do like a one-hit KO def move on me. Alright. He fell. Did he stop spawning? I like the fact that they were... That's probably why they added the Typhoon skill, because they had...
Too late for Alifar.
We were too late.
Too late for...
Too late for what?
Wait.
Wait, what book
What's
are you
that
talking about? What book are you talking about? I don't see anything. And deep within a vault in Mount Shivo, the Sword of Horizon was hidden protected by... Or Horizon, excuse me. Was hidden and protected by the minions of Bardock. Alright, so I guess we're going there.
Mount Sivo.
Mount Sivo.
They're trying to hide the
Sivo?
sword.
Like, you know,
I
the
need
thing that you
delve
use to
deeper
kill
into this
insects?
tome and see if it holds more clues.
So are we going deeper into
Meet
the
me at
tome?
Mount Sivo when you're ready.
Oh, well, I'm ready. Unless, like, they tell me I have to be a higher level. Alright, we're level 35. Which is pretty good. What ring is this? Ice blades, vulnerable damage. It's not gonna matter. We're not using that type of build. It's better resistances, though. So we might imprint. We have time with that ring. It's like, I really don't want to imprint too many stuff too early on, early game, because it's not gonna matter, because we're just gonna swap it out later. And we're constantly gonna get stuff like this, too, which will eventually, that's why I'm like, 409 power. This is a decent ring, but, like, I really want, like, critical hit damage. This staff is pretty good, too. You know? Like, this is better rolls. So we're gonna do 33. What is this? 41. You know? We make do with some of that stuff. Cross augments. Alright, let's see. Shock skills. Critical strikes. What's this do? Enemies deal 5 seconds. No, I don't want that one. You deal 5 crackling energy. You periodically pick up crackling energy. Shock skills. Like, I feel like we're not generating enough crackling energy right now. So I think, like, we're gonna have to try to increase that. And the best way to increase that, in my opinion, enhance chain lightning, and we did that, a chance to form crackling energy. We need that aspect for crackling energy, which means eventually we're gonna have to do Nightmare Dungeon. We're gonna do... Should be able to... I'm gonna invest the points in that because we need it just for crackling energy generation. Alright, so we're gonna go to Mount Sivo. So that's the next thing that we're gonna do. If you're just joining us, we're playing Diablo 4. Season 10, we're in a... Right now, the story aspect of the season, just continuing to progress. We have to go to Mount Sivo. We've been fighting a lot of the remnants of the Dark Council, who some of you might remember from Diablo 2. Apparently, this council is, like, now, like, the Lords of Hell for Mephisto, so they're, like, the right-hand men of him, so we've slowly been tracking them down and taking them out.
The book
Is
spoke
the
of a
sword
vault
here?
that holds the sword.
Okay.
I don't know of any vault here at Mount Sivo.
Okay, so what are we gonna
There's
do?
a cultist camp on the eastern side of
We're
the
gonna bully
volcano.
some cultists into giving
can
us the
start
information that we need? Okay, I suppose that works too. So we're gonna go all the way there to bully them. Let's bully the cultists, apparently. I wouldn't expect that. But, you know. I'm gonna be eating Wendy's today. Put an order for Wendy's. I know, like, I should probably cook something, but I just really haven't had, like, the time to really cook something. I've been eating, like, wraps this week and herb food. Like, I've been trying to eat a lot healthier and stuff because, you know, you don't want to eat all of the junk food. It's not very good for you personally and for your health. Okay, that might have been the right play there. This is, like, leading up to where we fought the Lord of... Not the Lord of Hell, but this is close to where, like, the end of the story is. So that's why we're up here. I think this is, yeah, because this is part of the story campaign, where you're just about to get to, like, the Gate of Hell. I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't played the story of Diablo 4. I feel like, I haven't played the expansion either, so keep that in mind. I'm only playing through the base game. I don't have the Lord of Hatred DLC. Still don't have really, like, an interest to pick it up, because I just kind of want to see how, like, the story is and how, like, the grinding is going right now at the moment. I've played since, like, launch in Diablo 4, just wasn't interested in some of the Earth stuff. Okay. You know, like, I don't feel like they've added enough, like, real significant content to really warrant wanting the expansions. I have seen the cinema for it, so I do know the story, so it's not like people can really spoil it for me, per se. Maybe I pick it up eventually somewhere down the line. If it, maybe if it goes on, like, sale for Christmas and it's a decent price. Because I'm assuming Blizzard's gonna try to sell people on the game from Christmas time. If they can, pick up a codex, it's actually gonna be kind of useful. One part about I hate this mountain is that you have to go down and around and up. It has cool visuals though. Let's take this out. Chain lightning, even if we don't have, like, all the skills yet for it. It's freaking good. Is crackling energy just really not spawn as much as it used to? Because I have everything for our crackling energy, but it doesn't feel like it spawns or maybe it just spawns randomly and you don't have to pick up the crackling energy anymore, maybe? Oh, that seems to be the case. Okay, okay. Oh, that's how it works. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Did we kill all the cultists already? No, we have to go in this dungeon. So it has a spiritual link, the sword with him? Interesting. So it's kind of like... Has anybody played Soul Calibur? Where Soul Edge is the weapon of Nightmare? And, like, he's psychically and emotionally linked to this thing? And, like, if he doesn't have it, he can't be Nightmare? And also, Cervantes was linked to Soul Edge, too, because he was the original owner of Soul Edge. Man, Soul Calibur, the first Soul Calibur, so freaking good.
We need to find it.
Which isn't actually the first game, believe it or not. The first game is called Soul Edge. And then the second game is technically Soul Calibur for the Sega Dreamcast. And then they had, obviously, Soul Calibur 2, which is technically Soul Calibur 3. Soul Calibur, I haven't played a Soul Calibur game in a long time. They haven't been, like, good in a while. It's like Dead or Alive. I haven't played Dead or Alive 6. I had, like, Dead or Alive 5. And anybody that knows me personally knows I'm a huge fan of the Dead or Alive games for quite a while. It's a sad thing because I read not too long ago the, like, founder of Team Ninja and the one that did, like, all the Dead or Alive games as well as, like, the Ninja Gaiden games passed away recently, which was very, very, very sad. You know what? I mean, some people didn't like him because they said, like, a lot of his games were kind of, like, sexist and overly, like, sexually charged, which I can understand. Like, I get that point of view. I do understand that. Because all intents and purposes, you could probably say, like, Dead or Alive games were like Gooner games before there were Gooner games, even though I always played them for the fighting mechanics, because I like the counter system on it. A lot of people are like, no, you just like the big booby women in that game, and I don't. I actually played it for the fighting mechanics, and I mentioned this story a long time ago. When I got into Dead or Alive 2, and I've actually won tournaments for Dead or Alive 2 back in the day. When I got into Dead or Alive 2, I got into it when I was in high school. So, when I was in high school, you know, with Dead or Alive 2 in particular, I used to go to our local arcade after school with some of my friends who were grade level higher than me. So I was a junior, and they were seniors, and I met them in senior year because I used to have a cool homeroom teacher, and the homeroom teacher was like friends with them and stuff, and that's how I kind of, you know, had my friends from high school, like really close friends. I used to go over their house and game all the time, and you know, we used to hang out in arcades and talk all the time, and even as adults up until a certain point it was like that. So we would play, we'd go to Chinatown Fair, and now it's not a Dead arcade, they still have the arcade, but it's not the same because it passed and changed owners, so like the original Chinatown Fair arcade isn't there. I used to go to the original Chinatown Fair arcade, and I would play like Dead or Alive 2 with them. And that's how I actually, you know, got into going to Chinatown, and eventually that's how I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's how I met a lot of people that were like friends of mine for a very long time, just through Dead or Alive. So like, when I heard the news that the creator of it passed away, I kind of got sad because I have a lot of fond memories, and I made a lot of good friendships thanks to that one video game. You know, just like, as much as I don't play as much Yu-Gi-Oh! As I used to, but I'm very grateful for the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG in particular, because I met my best friend for the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. Because my best friend is not like somebody I went to high school with. It's not somebody that I went to elementary school with. My best friend I met playing card games in Chinatown through Yu-Gi-Oh! And, you know, where do we go from here? That's the major question. I think maybe that way, because I can't go anywhere. If I'm reading the map right, I don't have to go down. Nope, I don't have to go down. So, like, I met my best friend through playing card games. You know, he had a Dark Magician deck. I had a Kaiba deck. I had a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. We were, like, destined rivals, and I think I've told this story on stream before. I think we have to go up that way. What ended up happening is, like, we recreated Battle City. I had, you know, all the Egyptian god cards, because I used to trade a lot for cards and stuff. This was before they had the Egyptian god cards with the effects. And what ended up happening is I had my Kaiba deck. I gave him Slifer to try out in the Yugi deck, and we just recreated Battle City. That's how we made another good friend of ours that was, you know, like brothers, man. I used to, like, every Friday go to Chinatown and play card games and meet up with them, and during the summer I would go to, like, Chinatown all the time to play card games, and I would, like, go to Chinatown for Fair Arcade and play, like, arcade games and hang out with them. You know, I was from the same scene as, I've mentioned this before in stream. A lot of you know the name Justin Wong. Justin Wong I was around when Justin Wong was playing in Chinatown Arcade and scooping people up for, like, money matches and stuff, you know? This was before Justin Wong was even, like, an EVO winner, and then went on to do, like, really amazing things. I know Triforce. You know, Triforce, I don't know if he does anything. I think he went back to a different country now. But, you know, so I know all about those people. I wasn't friends with Triforce, and I'm not going to say I was friends with Justin Wong, but I was friends with people who were friends of Justin Wong. So when they used to hang out, Justin Wong was usually around. It was not like we had, like, a lot of conversations. He kicked my behind in freaking Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And that's when I learned I would never be able to be a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 player, because, man, Justin Wong was just somebody that was, like, next level gamer. He still is a next level gamer. I was watching his travel video, because I do follow his channel, on his trip to, I believe it was Japan, where he challenged the winner of EVO to money matches in, I think it was, what was it? Was it Alpha Free? I want to say it was Alpha Free, the video. I remember it was a couple days I watched back. And he wrecked the dude, you know? This is one of those dudes that just, he's so proficient in video games, in particularly fighting video games, in a way that you'd have to, like, see it to believe it. And he started, you know, humble beginnings in Chinatown Fair, just playing on the machine and stuff, man. You know, hats off to him. He had such a successful career as a competitive gamer, and still has like a really good successful career because he translated into doing like video game commentary and stuff. And what do? I still play freaking video games and stream as an anime boy on the internet, as well as just like, you know, play card games and try to take names in card games and, you know, tournament here and there. You know, my destination and journey was a little bit different than other people, but I'm fine with that. You know, every pilgrim eventually reaches the end of their journey, and I enjoy the stuff that I do here. I like to entertain people, even if I'm only entertaining one or two people. It doesn't, you know, really upset me whatsoever, as long as I can provide somebody with some form of entertainment for the day, make their day better. With that buff, because this may be like a very intense damage rotation coming up, you know we can handle this pretty easily. I'm gonna have to respec stuff pretty soon. I'm gonna have to put aspects on gears and stuff because we're not doing as much damage. Obviously, the higher up we go in levels, there's dynamic scaling in this game, which means basically the enemies grow to your level. So I'm level 35 right now, right? So the enemies are scaled to level 35 as well, so they are slightly harder to kill. I've never liked dynamic scaling in video games. I understand why developers do it, but it just like kind of kills the power fantasy of playing dungeon crawlers, where you want to feel strong and like you're just wrecking things all over the place, you know? So I will say though, this season it definitely feels more powerful in terms of the character journey. She's got to unlock this door. I'm gonna open my water because I always make this mistake, Dread Knights, that I don't get some hydration.
This will surely alert him to our presence. Make sure I'm not interrupted. When you're ready, touch the barrier.
So basically, she wants me to do all the work again. Alright. We gotta protect her from dying. I think we could do that, right? Oh, that guy looked like he was the butcher. I'm like, don't tell me the butcher spawned here. I would have a freaking crash out. We still haven't seen the butcher today. I'm not arguing that. What happened there? Game? Okay. Game decided it wanted to randomly beat it. You know, sometimes these servers get a little bit wonky. Whoa, watch out. Yeah, the crackling energy with this build is definitely important too. We need to get like one more aspect so we can just like really truly abuse crackling energy. Well, you look big and you look angry. And I misjudged you. You were all bark and no bite there.
I've got it.
What do you got?
I know where Bartok is.
And where is Bardock? Where is he? I just asked that question. He's an ancient mage hall once occupied by the Vizuri. So are we gonna go do that?
Bartok escape us.
Why is it always gonna be we? So we're going to the dry steps.
Meet me at the hidden overlook in the dry steps.
Okay, fine. I don't think we have to be in World Tier 4 to do this. Alright. Oh, we have to earn 6,000 before we can do that? Aww, they're gonna make me go do Terror Zone, or not Terror Zones, Hell Tides. I don't want to do Hell Tides right now.
The sword was more than 1,000 years old. The stress was too much for
So
it.
the sword got destroyed. Okay, I suppose that's fine. Let's see here. Let's grab some of this. Oh, I don't want that. I thought it was something else. Shimata buck on that. Okay. You deal 20 more damage. That's the one I had on before. Need a second. Look into this loot. See what we gotta get rid of. I'm gonna hold on to this for now. My boots are a little bit better. That. Okay. Some decent stuff. I don't want to really like imprint anything onto our gear yet. Alright, what is this? Lightning Spear. I don't play Lightning Spear in this build, so that's kind of useless to us. Chain Lightning has a 25% chance to deal increased damage. This chance is doubled against bosses that are crowd controlled. Ooh. Ooh. This is pretty good, Dread Knight. We're gonna have to move an aspect somewhere else. That is pretty good. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna go back to base. And then we're gonna kind of modify this build a little bit there. Let me just check stream quality. Okay, good. We're in green. And we're streaming. Okay, good. Always like to double check because you never know. Okay, so let's see. 36 here. I'm gonna get rid of some of these things. There's a blacksmith around here, right? I need a cultist also, so hopefully there should be like a cultist in every town. They definitely need to do a couple things here, right? Alright, sir, can you get rid of all that junk? Thank you.
Is always hot.
Alright, let's fix that. The cultist should be like right here, right? Okay, cool. Alright, let's see. Codex of Power. I don't want that. I don't need that protector. I need offensive. Armageddon, I don't need that. When you freeze an enemy, fighting cold, I think we already have that on something. Aspect of Charge Flash, Conflagration, Retribution, Lightning Spear we don't need. That's not good. It's not good. It's not it. Where is it? Prodigy Aspect, Utility, Injured. Control. This is the one we want. See if we can put it on any air gear that's not weapon. Freeze invulnerable. We could put it on a necklace. I think that's what the play that we're gonna do here. So we could put it on a ring, but I don't think the ring's right now. Chain lightning, we need that. And we need this because it's helping with cooldown reduction. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it on here. That way, at least it helps there. And the rest of this is just... We could respec that ring, right? Both of these rings are... We could just pick one. I feel like... Let's see... Damage over time, poison resistance, or resistance to all elements and cold. I think this is the play here, even though that doesn't have a gem. What we're gonna do is we have to put... non-codex, utility, prodigy. I'm gonna put it on this ring, just so it's a little bit better.
Another happy customer.
Just that way we can kind of swap the ring. We won't have to worry about the rest of this. And then we can go back to the blacksmith and get rid of that stuff as well. Just makes us a little bit stronger. Okay, good. Alright, so from here what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep investing in the crackling energy. So from here, not the shock skill, electrocution. Let's max this at 3. And eventually we'll respec the build out again, so keep that in mind. Alright, so now we gotta do the Terror Zone thing. Or not Terror Zone, the thing. So we have to do this. It's fine, because there's one there. Hopefully we can grind through that. We gotta get to 6,000 Vishar. If we could get that, then we're essentially good for the most part. Alright, looking around. Just a dash here. And we'll cut across. Should be okay. And then we just basically do this area. Good evening, Norbig. How are you doing today, bud? How is life treating you? How's your Friday treating you? Happy Friday. Hopefully you had a better day today than yesterday. Because I know yesterday work was a little bit rough, which I sympathize for you, but you know, things lately. We're playing more Diablo 4 today. I am pretty high up in the seasonal story at the moment. We just have to grind this area. We did a lot of like story content before here. Like a lot of story content if you're just showing us and you missed it. So now basically I have to go back to what I was doing yesterday just to be able to get more points so I can unlock the next portion of the story. I've customized this build quite a bit, so like it's a little bit better in terms of metagame. It's a lot more stronger, we have a lot more aspects and earthing that we're rocking. Kind of good too. Let's get that wretched soul. Am I picking up all of this it seems like? Yeah, so basically we have to get a certain amount of something. As you see there, underneath, like, collecting the cinders to be able to do what we want. Hopefully there's, like, people on the map, too. Doing okay, that's good to read. Good to read. It's always important to, like, be doing okay. I'm doing pretty good, too, you know? I've been just kind of vibing. I was resting today, quite a lot. Like, I know, I was saying earlier on stream that, like, I actually got out of bed this morning for once at, like, 10:30, and for some people that's probably still very early in the day, but for me, anybody that knows me personally, you know, follows on Discord, I have very early mornings. Like, I'm up at the crack of dawn, practically. So, for me, waking up at, like, 10:30 and resting, you know, staying in bed, that's, like, very unheard of for me. So, I got some rest. I was chatting with, you know, Van Champ earlier because I was showing her, like, a trailer to an Animal Crossing movie. I didn't even know there was an Animal Crossing movie. And I was watching Sam Kosaba couple days, like a VOD from the Leafing, I think. And they were talking about this Animal Crossing movie. I was wondering what they were talking about because I was like, I've never heard of an Animal Crossing movie. This is like the first time I'm hearing about an Animal Crossing anime. So I put on the trailer today on YouTube to see what it was. And I was like, oh wow, it's like kind of a Christmas movie like type of thing. So I showed Vamp Champ it. Because I was like, hey, look at this. And we had this like funny exchange about how like Tom Nook is like the villain of Animal Crossing. And he goes into like his villainary tier where he's intentionally just trying to keep you in debt for the rest of your life. Man, I mean, when you think about it, Animal Crossing is just teaching kids to go into debt. Even though I know it's trying to like teach kids the responsibility of being able to pay back loans and stuff. You know? There's a funny exchange that I had. So I've been like vibing. I was also watching a whole bunch of like Simpsons clips. Because like I was watching like old school Simpson clips because I don't watch a lot of like new age Simpson stuff. And because like Fortnite has been doing the Simpson season, I was watching like old Ned Flanders clips of when Ned was like crashing out and he crashed out and Homer was like, Homer! The only thing I have to tell you is you're the worst human being I've ever met. And Homer's like, man, I got off easy there. Is that White Loot? Ah, they hyped me up for nothing. I just got gassed. I thought White Loot had dropped. White Loot is like one of the best loot that drops in this game. Frozen Orb deals. I don't need that right now. I'm gonna save the gloves though, because I could use it for critical strike damage. This is a better amulet. I gotta wait. Oh, wait! I hate when those enemies spawn out of nowhere just like that and you can't like really look at anything. This is better. No, that's worse than what I'm using right now. Pick this stuff up. I was watching old Simpson clips and you know, it was funny. Like I was telling in the Discord, for those of you who are not part of the Discord, like I was astonished to find out that Larry, who actually has a name in the show, which is just the dude that sits at the end of Moe's bar, passed away in the show. Like, they actually killed off the character. It was a sad episode, because it was like an episode in which everybody kind of confirmed, like, they didn't even know who the heck Larry was, despite the fact that he was always hanging out there with them. Okay. You know, so there's like a sad cautionary tale. Sometimes people don't even know who the hell some people are. And, like, to them, like, Larry considered them actually friends. It's like, he actually considered Homer. This is a sad episode for me. I was watching clips of it, I'm like, man, this is just, like, really depressing. Right. I gotta do this area to be able to get, like, some of this chaos orbs that I need. Hopefully we can stay in the soul sphere for a little bit longer. I need to kind of get there to get, like, these red things. They're my health, in case you're wondering. Okay. Gotta destroy the Chaos Bringer. Oh my goodness. The hardest part of it. This is like a really tough boss that can one-shot me, as you've seen. They made this part of the actual season like the hardest thing, just dealing with this dude. Freeze! Okay. I'm gonna give me a shield for a bit. Oh my god, he took off so much damage. Ah. No, don't die, because if I die, I think this... We did it. That was tough. I think we did. I hope that wasn't a time over. Notice that it doesn't drop like a whole bunch of stuff from doing that seasonal thing, either. It's kind of disappointing. It gives you like a super power up though. Let's just blast through these things and see if we can open up some more light. It's gonna take a while for us to do this. Ideally, we need to do this particular area with friends. So what you got planned for today, Big? Do you have anything you're gonna be vibing, resting this evening? Are you driving back from work, or you already got off work today? Try to do this and see how it works out for us. Okay, this one a little bit harder. Oh, I still don't have my health things back. Oh, this is gonna go poorly, I can tell you right off the bat. Oh, no. Yeah, these guys are gonna clap me unless, like, some random bystander comes along to help me. I don't really see too many of them in this level. We're done. We're gonna get cooked. Yep. Hell has been... I don't think that respawns, right? Does it? Does it stay there and I could just keep fighting it? I don't know. Oh, first time we died on one. Whoa! Yeah, it looks like it dissipates when you do it. They're a little bit more tanky, too. I need better gear to do that. It's kind of like the game's forcing me. Is it still there? Oh, it stays? But do you have to redo it from the beginning? Alright, let's try and see. Before, the problem was, like, I didn't have anything to really... Okay. We did it. Okay, at least you don't have to, like, go back to the beginning to do that. So we can kind of deal with it, despite the fact we're a little bit underleveled. Did we finish Seasonal Journey? Or Chapter 2 already? Interesting. Alright, let's do that. Hopefully nobody gets a drop on us. Complete that. We got a reward. Oh, it's just one of the objectives. Locate and close Caphras. We gotta do a lot of, like, this end gear. Equip all legendary at all slots. I'm not doing that yet? Okay, so that's the next thing we can do. That's really easy to do. I just need, like, boots. Like, good boots. Uh-oh. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Give me good boots. I think we already got it from that little cachet there, so that's going to be nice. Hopefully. It doesn't matter what it is. Thank you. Okay, we did that Chapter 2 objective. Probably shouldn't have stood there to do that, though. Okay, good. Let's continue with what we were doing. So we have to get to 6,000 to continue that part of the story. Let's see. Are any more of them around? Or are we just gonna... Okay, so there's this area here. Let's see if we go there and investigate Dread Knights. Okay. Can I activate the Hellspire? Will this actually cause chaos energy to spawn from here? Probably not. At the very... that was it? We just one-tapped that? Okay. I don't have, like, really too many... I'm surprised there's not too many people on the map, too. I was surprised. Chain lightnings. Okay, good. That's nice. Wasn't there an enemy here? I felt like there was. Let's wait on that a second. Oh, because the Helltide dissipated. Well... Alright, let's go back to base, or we can get attacked by little minions. Okay. I wanted to go back to base because I want to look at some of the gear that we have. I think the goal for today is to try to get to like level 40 on stream. I don't know how long we're gonna go today. The fierce status effect prevents enemies? Alright, look at this loot. 5 close. I don't... Like, it would be good, but, like, we're gonna constantly be swapping loot till we get to, like, level 50. So, like, some of this stuff, as much as it's probably great to equip at the moment, not really worth it. Ooh, better Chain Lightning Ring. Alright, each time Chain Lightning bounces, 5 free mana. Chain Lightning has a 31% chance to chain 5 additional times. Well, that's actually really good. Oh, they're making me make hard choices here, Dread Knights. Chain Lightning bounces, using cooldown restores mana. I'm gonna swap out the cooldown ring and see how it works with that. I'm gonna, for science, but I'm not gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna just keep it there. Let's do that. Open up that. Okay. Ooh, more free loot. Give me something good. Only one Vampire Curse, that's right. What's this? Barrier equal to? It's deflecting barrier. Like when you look at the stats, it's not that like significant that we really need to swap out. Legendary ring, I'll hold on to that because like maybe you transmute that to be able to put like the right skill on it. Alright, so let's get rid of them.
What's left?
Alright, so from here, we gotta go find the next Helltide. Which I don't see is anywhere, right? Did they not spawn a Helltide? Is this the Helltide area? It is. They put it by the PvP area, too. Aww, I hate that, man. Man, why did they put it here, of all places? This is like the worst area to put that. There's some up here, too. Man, of all the places to put Helltides. Alright, so let's go here, and we'll do this for the beginning. The Helltide hasn't also spawned because it's, what, 5:58 p.m. where I am? So probably at the top of the hour, we'll know where it is. But it kind of looks like we'll do this for the Trigger Whispers. This will give us, like, some extra stuff. I'm looking for white gear today, in particular. White, anything that's, like, orange color, for those of you who don't know. And we're just kind of slowly grinding to that end game. Not really slowly. We've been doing it pretty quickly. This area scares me to death, because this is, like, a PvP area. And my build is definitely not ready to run into, like, somebody in PvP. Hopefully there's not, like, too many people here, so I can just do what I have to do. It's like there's a lot of things we can do here for like bounties. So that, okay, let's do that. I don't think this will give us really any good loot, but it's worth it. Where's the enemies? Show me the enemies. Oh yeah, this is good. Look how much the chain lightning bounces now. This is exactly what we need for the build. Chain lightning is so broken this season. I'm feeling like maybe I might end up doing some peak off the stream. I might just in Discord tonight do some peak. I don't know if anybody would be down for some peak action. I definitely feel like playing some peak. I do really want to grind more of this too. We're gonna be kind of busy this weekend. So let's do bounce. Oh no, I got feared there. I hate when I get feared. Almost an annoying status effect in this game. Okay, crackling energy version of this build is way better now. We can pick up these seeds of hatred. Those. Good. I don't think there's really... These enemies are going to go down pretty quickly. The thing is, with the Seeds of Hatred, you can't really do too much with them. You can, like, redeem them for, like, special cosmetics, but you need so many of them to do anything with them. Bounce. How is sound quality, by the way? And how's stream quality for you? It's not too loud for you guys? Like, the action on screen, you can actually hear me? Yeah, Seeds of Hatred. Goes up. It feels like there's just not enough enemies spawning because we're killing things too quickly. There's like something over there, right? Yeah. They're hiding at like the extras. Is that it? Look at that, it's just hiding there. Okay, we had to level up. You're welcome. That's what I'm here for. Gotta go back to the Trio Whisperers, but the problem is now we have all these Seeds of Hatred. Gonna go back to town to put them somewhere. Because there's the altar of that, but I don't think we're gonna be able to get anything for our troubles. It's kind of unfortunate. I think if you leave the area, you lose them? No, you can go anywhere here. You can't. Where's the altar? Where's the altar? Yeah, I'm not gonna do this. I'm just gonna go for... Okay, there's the thing that we need anyway for the story. Go to True Whisperers, we'll redeem for a cachet. Hopefully we can get some white gear, because if I'm not mistaken, I think you can get white gear to drop. Which is uniques. And uniques are kind of important for, like, endgame builds and just, like, climbing higher in this game. Bartok's Reign of Chaos. I like the fact we got some experience with
It is done.
Two-handed weapons, one-handed weapon, or a collection of chaos. Random assortment. I don't like the idea of a random assortment. Let's try this and see. We almost got a full level up there. White gear, please! That kind of sucked. You do it for our reasons, too. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's not so good. I'm holding on to that. Get rid of that. That's bad. That's bad. That's crap. Alright, we're holding on to this stuff for now. Anything else is, like, not important. Alright, current strikes. I think at this point we should start increasing damage upon absorbing crackling energy. Alright, let's see. Critical strikes, up to 6 chance to form crackling energy. Shocking impact. Every time you stun an enemy with an attempt to stun a boss, you deal lightning damage, though. But we don't have anything that does that. This will give us mana regeneration, which is kind of important. Because that means we'll be able to use our skills more. For those of you who don't know. So, like, every time I cast Chain Lightning in particular, it costs mana, which is the blue bar down there that you see, the blue circle, when I'm casting stuff. So, you know, I didn't really want to use Crackling Energy on this build, but it feels like the way to go. There's something in Discord. What's being sent to me in Discord? Oh, okay. Yes. Good. Good indeed. I agree with you on that one, Bam Champ. I listen to you. I know sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but I do. Let's see. Where am I going? I need to go anywhere that's gonna, like, spawn enemies, so this might be the best area to start with. And then we'll push in. I just need to get, like, an actual enemy event to pop up. Okay. Hello? I am here to destroy all of you and wipe out every demon in sight. Okay, good. Look at this electrocution. Yeah, the build is way stronger now. I'm feeling way more powerful and comfortable. We could get to level. I wish we could get to 50 today, but it's just I don't have that type of time. Particularly on stream. I will be playing more of this again next week. Not like every day of the week, though. Because I still have to do like makeup streams for some of the Earth stuff that I said I was going to do this week that I ended up not doing. With the exception of Baldur's Gate 3, like I uninstalled it already, Baldur's Gate 3. I said I was going to play a new campaign and like commit to like finishing the game. But I'll be honest, Baldur's Gate 3 for me kind of brings... Like, I always can't commit to a campaign. Like, I start playing it, and then I get bored playing it. Or then, like, I go in a different direction with what I want to do with Baldur's Gate 3. And another thing is it's just kind of, like, it reminds me of some stuff that it's not the most pleasant memories at the moment. So, you know, I try to avoid playing, like, games that bring me less positive memories. Maybe at some point I'll play it. Like, because I bought the game, right? I feel like if you buy a video game and you don't finish it, like, it's a waste of a video game. Like, I bought this as a birthday present to myself. When did Baldur's Gate 3 come out? Like 2 years ago at this point. And in those 2 years, I never finished the freaking game. Always get to like Act 2 and then I'm like, I don't want to play this character anymore. I'm going to swap to another character. I don't want to play this character anymore. I'm going to swap to another. I always end up at the part like with the Temple of Shar, which is like, for those of you who don't know, is like, oh my god, Shadowheart's like story arc to be able to advance the love storyline with her and stuff. And it's just like, it's the Temple of Shar is some of the most boring stuff that you have to do in Baldur's Gate 3, in my opinion. And the fact that they force you to do it, because if not, like, you'll piss off Shadowheart. And how many people that played Baldur's Gate 3, even if you only played the first act, really wanted to piss off Shadowheart? Even though, in my opinion, and don't cancel me for this, but I felt like Oops, let's not stand by that tornado. Apparently, it was fucking our vision. But I feel like Shadowheart is just an uppity woman. Like, she's so insufferable at times, you know, with some of the stuff. And she gets, like, so frustrated at some of the Earth stuff that you do. You know, I don't know. She just doesn't seem, like, very nice as a character. I know, like, people are probably going to cancel, but you don't like Shadowheart? No, I don't really like Shadowheart. The only character that I sort of thought was okay in that game that didn't annoy the heck out of me was... Oh, my god. What's her name? The one that's the Tiefling. Or the Techling. I forget her name now. She's the big red muscle mommy. Karlach, was it? Yeah, I think it's Karlach is her name. That's the only character that I could stand in the game, because she was the only likable character and she had a tragic backstory about her. Where she was just like a victim of circumstance, which I felt bad for that. Is this a Helltide Commander? Can I take out a Helltide Commander on my own? Maybe? Looks like I can. Is he trying to use, like, electric? Here. Oh, you're one of those bosses! Oh, I gotta be very careful. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. No. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. This is okay. We're not fine if I stand there, though. I hate when they do these moves. Goodbye. Nobody likes you. We got rid of you. You could have at least dropped some white gear for me. Tier... Okay, we got there. We can do the next part of the story. Huzzah! Alright. I am gonna, though, try to open the chest, because we're already here. So let's get some cinders if we can, because we need that to open that chest there. And some enemies to drop some stuff. Okay, so crackling energy build was the way to go. Got 100% confirmed. Without a doubt. Karlach. Yeah, Karlach was the name of the red muscle mommy in Baldur's Gate 3. But I'm not going to be playing it, I don't think. Like, I installed it anyway. I was going to play it again, and I opted not to do it on stream. I didn't think anybody was going to be interested in a long campaign. I was going to have to do the campaign by myself, which would have kind of blew for various different reasons, too. Oh! Freaking enemies trying to get the jump on me like that. You know, there's like a lot of characters in that game that are annoying. Will, too, was an annoying character in Baldur's Gate 3. You know, he's all uppity about his code and stuff, and then if you break the code, you know what happens. I don't want to spoil it for people who maybe are just you know, never played the game. There's just some stuff. I feel like the only characters that are interesting in that game are all the villain characters. And I don't even get me started on Astarion. Like, I know people love that character, but he's a whiny, pretentious dude. You know what? I suppose there's some people who are into that type of stuff, but you know, I don't think like he's the model citizen for like to really like strive to be, at least in my opinion. But what do I know?
So much. The great acts of
I'm
the
not,
oxen troll.
I'm not gonna go get that. I gotta get that. Can you do what you're supposed to do? Are you not gonna be a blacksmith for me in this town? You son of a biscuit. Armory is here. Please tell me there's a different blacksmith in town. There is. Not that one, that one. Looks like it's on the top floor, so we'll go there. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do is just like, we'll fix this gear a little bit. Where are you? I hear the hammering, I don't see the hammering though. Are you like tucked away there? There where you are. I'm like,
Plenty
where are
worth
you?
keeping.
Plenty worth keeping. We don't need this. That's not gonna be important. We're gonna be constantly swapping out loot. Alright, look around. Let's do this. What do we got? I hate this too, because this is trying to force you into microtransactions. I don't know if you can earn all the things in the free track this season or not, so I'm just trying to get like the horse cosmetic stuff. So we'll get this part of the horse cosmetics. Oh, I gotta use the token? Okay. That leaves us one. I don't know if you can get everything here. This is like, oh look, you can get the red griffin gloves, but you can't get anything else from it. And this is the only thing you can get, right? Like, there's not another one, right? So like, look at this. All this stuff is locked behind paid transactions. So I can never get the boots if I wanted to, because they're in the free track. So they're just gonna give you the gloves here. I think this is the way they do this battle pass now. Is like the most shady crap in the universe, man. They used to at least give you a full free cosmetic, but nope, nope, nope. That would be too much for them to do now. Alright, so we gotta go to the next part of the Storage of Knights, which would be over here. We're gonna teleport over there. We're gonna collect our reward, and then I think we'll be able to go to the mountain to do the next part of the story campaign. Which I'm thinking. Alright, let's see. Alright, so looking around, we can collect this stuff. We're getting close-ish to the end of the, at least, season thing, where we're gonna get all those. We'll probably finish the actual... Oops. We'll probably finish the actual story part of this campaign before we do anything else. That's all it gave me for that? And it gave me a chaotic power. We haven't checked at the chaotic powers in a while, so maybe we should see what it gave me. This is a legendary. You can no longer be healed above 50% life. Why would I want that? You gain 5 maximum resistance to... That doesn't sound good at all. It sounds actually utterly terrible. What is this? Your basic core skills ranks increase their mana cost by 10 and further increase their damage. My core skills. My core skills would basically, for those of you who don't know, this is mastery skills, right? So core skills would be here. So we could increase the damage of charge bolts, which I don't use. We could increase chain lightning, but it comes at a cost. And the cost in this situation would be increase their mana cost by 10. We're already getting kind of mana drained. I don't feel like that's worth it. Can I even equip this to anything? Nope, I can't. So we're gonna stick with what we got because this is working better for me. Yep. So let's level this. Let's do that.
I cannot afford that.
Can't afford that. First world problems, right? Okay. Look around. I just gotta now find the next marker on the map. She said I had to go to a certain town. A certain mountain. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? I'm looking for it on the map. Side quests? Oh, I gotta earn more of that before I can do it? They're hand-holding me now. Man, we're gonna be doing a lot of these Helltides, whether I want to or not at this point, Dread Knights. My apologies, but this is gonna be the majority of the rest of the stream. Not because I want it to be, but because that is, what is expected here. That's kind of unfortunate. Now they're really, like, forcing me to do, like, busy work. And this is where, like, the slow grind kind of kicks in. Alright, so let's see. Let's go back here, because there's stuff I can do. Static. Let's do that. Every time you stun, I don't really stun with this build. That's the problem. So I'm not using anything that really causes stun. I'm trying to do stuff that, like, mitigates some of the mana problems. How'd I get caught on that? It's like the enemy spawn right there with the freaking horse. Across here. Alright, let's do this area. Teleported here, because I knew there was going to be a whole bunch of nonsense coming my way. Good. Definitely stronger. Not big deal. Pick this up. More of those. We'll do some Tree of Whispers, too, if it's on. We're definitely going to hit 40 in stream for today. I'm streaming for, what, an hour and 15 minutes already? Wow, time flies when I play this game. Like, I never feel like I'm dragging my feet and doing things necessarily. File here. Trying to get all these little enemies before I go for the actual season things there in the more effective way. I was attacking that. Just kind of a complete bot play there. Wretched Souls. Chunks. There's some more enemies here. We'll take them out. We have to kill like 150 of them. I wonder if I do this part here, if it's going to count. There's a lot of enemies coming through. The good thing is we'll be able to open up the thing here pretty soonish. Let me look, because I thought I saw something around here. Let me zoom in here and see exactly what it is. Oh, we just got a seal, so we're looking for certain things. So it's like something up there in the corner. Oh, I gotta take these enemies out first. I always hate, like, I jump into riding the horse and then I see stuff like this occur. Pick up these demons pretty quickly. Good. Crackling energy. Oh, wait, I'm at cooldown. Yeah, cooldowns in this game sometimes. I feel like once you have, like, cooldown reduction, sometimes some of those cooldowns, like, take forever. Particularly, I'm talking about, like, Frost Nova. It takes a long time to get Frost Nova going. Go up this way. Here, these threats first. Look at all the shards that I got. Take care of this guy. Let's freeze him, even though I feel like that was a waste, but it'll give us at least a couple more cinders there. Bouncing there. Grab those shards. Overall, pretty good. Pretty comfortable now. Do this. This is the hardest part of the content. I feel like these things go way too easily, man. I can't, like, leave the circle, because if I leave the circle, the actual game mechanic of this particular thing, it's very hard, man. It's probably because, like, I'm not, like, fully geared up with, like, uniques to be able to pull this off. Alright, that was the best time for that to happen. Is it also, there we go. Oh, I can't see. Can I step over here? The thing is, if we die here, it's okay. I found out that it doesn't, like, despawn. I was worried about before. Oh, please. Oh my goodness. These guys. These guys hurt. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, please. Okay. Oh my goodness, we're so screwed. We're so screwed. It's over! These guys are harder than the last time. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Respawn right here. Oh! Where's my cooldowns, though? Oh, man. Okay, cooldowns. Where are my cooldowns? Where are my cooldowns? Where? Oh my goodness. Did we do it? I don't know if we did successfully. Okay, we did. We took an unnecessary death, though. That was pretty intense. We have to do, I think, like, one more or two more of those. We better go look for the next one. Wherever it is. Don't see any of them anywhere near here. Alright, let's just push this way and see. We'll probably run into another one if there's another one in the area. That only gave me 550 for that? Oh, come on, dude. I really don't want you to get to the, like, final part of the story mission quickly whatsoever. Drifters. Tunic. Good. So many chain. Okay, we did that, so that'll give us a clue list for stuff. What is that? Something's being summoned somewhere? Did somebody do that? I was just over here. I didn't see anybody near here. Somebody came into the map and did that? Let's go back that way. Let's go back that way. I gotta hurry up and get to that. Hopefully by the time we get there, the person's not, like, gone. There is somebody else here that summoned something here, right? Hi. You want help? I can help you here. You get free stuff that I need, too. Maybe get better gear while we're at it. What level are they? They're deleting everything. They're deleting everything on screen, okay. I mean, we can delete some stuff on screen, too. We have a decent amount of chain lightning going on. We're level 29. Actually, we're the higher level here. If anything, we're actually helping them. We're being the senpai here for once. Okay. Oh, this part's hard, though. Oh, wait. Well, gotta wait on this. Oh, there's somebody here that's level... I want to say that's like Paragon 5. Oh. That was pretty good. You know, I'll do the heart fake here if they want. I'll pay the price. I'll do it. Yeah, why not? Let's do another round. Okay. We can pay the fake. We might as well. When you have a bestie that's around that wants to do more content, why not? This will help us get more levels, too. This person's just deleting everything. Like, there's no... Wow. That's kind of cool. Oh, I see one of those things down there I gotta do for the seasonal event. So those will be just this one rotation of killing things with this person, and then I'm gonna go back to doing what I was originally supposed to be doing. Wow. Yeah, they're just deleting everything. They're just standing around using fire. That's crazy. That's kind of funny that they could just curl around there. They're showing off, but I appreciate them showing off there. What are they doing on this thing? Are they at level 7? No, that's gotta be like a Paragon level. What are they doing? What are those numbers in front of them, I wonder? Oh, we're gonna get stuff from this. That's a plus. I don't know if this was the right idea. I think I did that too early. Let's wait on it. She's almost dead anyway. Not almost dead, but she's halfway there. I hate when she moves stuff, because she can really ruin your day. Is another person here? Watch out. Where'd you go? Oh! That hurt. Stop that. Oh, I did it too early. It's okay. I have a flame shield, so there we go. Couldn't give me any white gear during that drop. You son of a monkey. Well, thanks for that, guys. That was a fun little damage rotation. I gotta get back to doing my season stuff. Well, the first ritual has been disturbing. They're gonna keep summoning ones, but I gotta do this part here. Maybe I should just go help again. How many things did we get? We got a little bit of that, so let's just stay here, because this might be a good place to farm for now, right? Maybe we can get like our stuff done too. Let's look at how many shards, and then we can open chests and stuff, and maybe get better loot that way, as well as experience that we're getting. I mean, it's a little bit of power level in a way, but why not? Eh? If this person wants to keep using Baneful Darts, who am I to say no, don't do them? No, I paid one rotation of them, they paid one rotation of them. They're probably getting like amazing loot, and here I am just getting crap from it. It's funny. And it's fine. Here, let's cut across. The chain lightning. What are they a sorcerer that's doing that? I don't know. It looks like they are, and they're just using the same fire spell. I don't remember fire spell doing anything. We get earned a token of favor, so that can be used for the relic, right? Move back here. I don't trust her. Wow, somebody used like meteor. Alright, well, we got more stuff again. That's kind of cool. I need to really start opening these things. Wow, they're still going there? I need to do some of these art activities. Does this person want to help here? They do. Okay, cool. Hopefully we can just, like, hang in there and do it together. Thank you. Should I go back and help then? Because there's nothing else for me to do, right? Get rid of the Harbinger. Gotta slay one of those for that. Alright, and then I can come back to help here. That actually was a great damage rotation, I guess you could say. Because I got to do everything I wanted. One fail swoop there, perfect. Chain lightning, good. Roads, good. Aberrant sword, good. Perfect. Nice damage rotation. That respawns too, so if I want to do another one with it. We gotta get like 6,500 to get to the next part of the Bardock thing. It's kind of annoying that they're forcing you game-wise to kind of do things. Oh, speaking of the devil, Blood Maiden is back up. Wait on this because I don't trust her when she does the attack. Alright, let's see. Doing pretty good against her. I wish I had the cooldown, but I don't. Let me take care of this guy because he's just kind of in the way. She's trying to do like her one-hit KO thing. Where'd you go? Take that. Not move into range of her attack. Ow! She's really after me. Okay. Do this. Am I really doing the most damage to this thing? No way. I got so greedy there. How much shards I lost so many shards off that. That's the problem with doing that, man. Oh god, by the time I go back, she's like done. Right? Is she still here? Gotta be careful this time. Man, I lost so many shards from doing that. It wasn't worth it when you think about it. I mean, it wasn't. Okay, but I got the Harbinger stuff, so I did a lot of the Cheer Westford stuff. I could go back and do that. I'm not going to do any more of that because I lost, like, a lot of shards that I'm not going to be able to get back. It's kind of a little bit demotivating. Pick that up. I'm going to go look for the chest so we can open them. We've made quite a lot of bank, I guess you could say, off that. Where is the chest, though? One here. Would be okay for that one. There's a fountain down there that I would love to do. Without like a whole bunch of people around, maybe it's not the wisest idea. We could still do it. I think I have to beat him for the season again anyway. Okay. There's Frost Nova here. By the way, for anybody that's watching, how's like the sound? Is it good? Can you hear me over like the game fighting and stuff? Because I know this is a very intense type of video game. Alright, let's open this. Ate me nothing but garbage again. That's what I hate about these chests. At this point, I feel like they're just dropping poop for me. Nothing really worthwhile. 150 cinders. Pick out the enemies here, and then I'll try to do another one of those things. We are getting the chaos things. I just hate like how every like seasonal event always boils down to having to just do health hides, which are by far some of the most monotonous stuff, I guess is the best way to put it, to do in Diablo 4. Are you still swinging at me? Let's get rid of these guys. The Crackling Energy version is much better. We're definitely going to hit the goal, which was to get the 40 today. I hate that I'm going to go up and around. There's going to be enemies that are going to get in the way, so I'm going to kill them before I can get to the trap. That's always fun. Just get some health back there, too. Chain lightnings. Sweet. Alright, we did something that awakened a whole bunch of enemies that I technically don't want to. Okay, that's fine. Let's activate the Gallows Swine so we can get some herbs that we're going to need as well. Gonna activate the Gift of Mysteries. Bone Charm, Castle. I mean, it's something. I gotta also do, like, my Sorceress Mastery, but I just don't want to do that just yet. I don't feel like now's the time for that. I saw like a fountain around here. I just don't remember which way I came from. And so it was like a seasonal thing. I think it was down that way. I want to try to do that before I go do some of the other like busybody work that I have to do today. In relation to this. What is this? Don't think I was supposed to do that. It's fine. It doesn't look like there's really anything. Is there no fountains around? Alright, I'm just gonna look for like a fountain of some sort that we can do. There's a chest. How many do I have? I have 119. Alright. Let's do this. Open another chest. I don't expect again too much good loot from these. We're still pretty early into the fight season. Once we start getting to like level 50, you'll start seeing hopefully decent drops. So right now, loot hasn't been too kind to us in terms of like, what we're getting. We've yet to see a white for this thing. White loot, unique loot basically for this, and not like a talking about like actual things that are white, right? Okay, good. Let's see, found some chain lightning, good. Good, good. Chain lightning, okay, good. Took care of that. It's open. 75 mystery. We got to level 40, so we hit the goal of today's stream. No whites yet? I'll check this loot somewhere else. Looking for loot right here, probably not the best idea. We can probably open in our chest, actually, because usually all these gift of mysteries are only like 75. There's the fountain I'm looking for. But we'll do that after I open the chest, not before, because if I die, I'm going to lose cinders. I don't really want to lose the cinders, because that would be foolish. We're going to go up this way to open the chest. After I open the chest, I'll go back to try to do that. This part of the seasonal thing that you have to do. Alright, we got 75 for that. Let's take out the enemies first. This chain lightning build is getting really good. It's being super strong and powerful. It's great. Open that. Did you fear me right on the chest? How dare you? How dare you? I haven't felt that disrespected since the beginning of this week. Okay. Oh no, stop fearing me! Red Knights, please hold my hand. Okay. We got another one of those stupid token things for that free track of the battle pass. It gave me 2 crappy rings. That was not worth the price that I paid. At all. I paid so many cinder things just for that though. Let's take the enemies out around the area, because if I have to fight that along with everything else that we're fighting in here, it's gonna be rough on us, guys. Super rough-a-roni. Go. Sweet. Shield, that might help. Maybe just a little. Alright, let's do this. Hopefully it's not gonna be too hard. Haha, who am I kidding here? This whole mechanic thing is like really hard, at least. I think it's only until like we really get like unique. Really starts feeling that it's not as hard to do this stuff. Oh my goodness. I wasn't expecting them already. Oh, I gotta get there to get the health potion. Oh, I wish my cooldowns didn't take forever to go through. I'm bouncing off that. Alright. We're in it. Okay, we're still good. We're just taking a bit of damage. Gotta do that. Okay. Now we don't have to worry too much if we die, even though we'll lose some cinders from this. Because it's, oh my goodness, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Holy crap. Holy crap. I'm literally stun locked right now. I can't do anything about that. They stun locked me. Holy crap. Bros. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. Literally chill out. That's what thruster is for. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They are getting way harder to deal with. And they wanted to me to do this on freaking normal, or not normal, hard difficulty. These guys are hard already, and clapping my behind is stuck. And my gear is pretty good. Take that. Goodbye. Goodbye. I got killed by the portal. How do you get killed by the portal? Somebody make sense out of that. Where? Aw, why do you spawn me all the way over here? For Pete's sake, man. That wasn't cool. There we go. We're at 4,000 of that, and we only earned one little thing of that? Can you, like, improve that, Blizzard, please? Did we do any more of the seasonal journey? I don't think. Holy crap, man. I mean, we're getting levels. It's a plus. Can't really say much else than that. We're getting levels. Alright, grinding. Okay, cool. Alright, I think we should go to the Tree of Whispers. If we have a moment to breathe, though. These hell tides are starting to get more and more increasing and difficulty because of stupid dynamic scaling that's featured in this game. Alright, let's get the cinders. Bounce there. And I get a moment to go back to base, game. Please, I just want a moment back at base. Just one moment back at base. Just one moment, man. Just one tiny little moment. That's all that I asked for, Dread Knights. All that I asked for. Like, I felt like we couldn't breathe there. We're already an hour and 44 minutes into the stream. Surprising. Alright, I'm gonna get these. So very important. Alright. Let's get rid of this. Most of this loot is gonna be inconsequential to what we're doing. Mark that, but I'm probably not going to use it. And that's terrible, that's terrible. Use that. It's got a little bit more intelligence, but not anything really important. That's better. We could maybe use it. This is definitely better. So we can use that as well. Mana on kill is so important, though. But I still feel like that's the better stats there. What is this? 447. I'm not gonna do that. Alright, so we have an idea of what gear that we're gonna break down. We have kind of an idea of what gear we're gonna put aspects on. Alright, so you would be the replacement for what I have already, which is the aspect of control. And you would be the replacement for that, which I have to get rid of this way. Alright. So you're gonna scream at me for this? Just trust me here, okay? I'm gonna swap the pants for now, because I need to...
Forge awaits your return.
I need to get this aspect of imprint on our one.
Plenty worth keeping.
So we got the aspect of disobedience, we're gonna put it on there. Alright, so... Codex of Power. Aspect... Where's the aspect of disobedience? We're gonna put this on these pants, because this has a better roll. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to put the... Which one is it? Not the aspect of protector. Not the disobedience one. Not aspect of cursed. Biting cold. We're going to put that on the ring. Or not the ring, the amulet, because the amulet is better rolls for what I have, kind of. I mean, we're going to constantly be swapping these as we go through the season, so
my
just so you know.
skills unmatched.
Your skills unmatched, but okay, so we'll keep these for now. Alright, let's look at the skill tree because we're still min-maxing here. That's not gonna be important. Since we need crackling energy desperately, I feel like this is the play because this is like a crackling energy build with the lightning, chain lightning. It's very important for that. Let's go to the Tree of Whispers so we can redeem the bounty. Hopefully we'll be able to get some type of white loot to drop. I'm gonna take a sip of hydration. I have some water. I've been learning over the last 5 years. I probably was supposed to be hydrating a lot more, doing like streaming content and doing videos and stuff. I never used to hydrate as much as I should have. So I'm trying to learn a little bit better because like when I talk for a long time, just like even the 2 hours I've been talking right now, my throat starts to hurt. Maybe I talk too much on stream. Some people have said that. But I feel like if I'm not talking constantly and trying to be engaging, that would make for like very boring, monotone content. You know? Like, I'm looking forward to, here's something. Ooh, leg guards. We have a chance to maybe get something good. White. Ooh, we got a lot of stuff, but we didn't get any white gear. Oh, I wanted so badly some white gear. We didn't get it. Oh, feels bad, man. I'm gonna hold on to this. Goodbye. I'll take that. That's bad. That's bad. Ah, man, so unfortunate. I thought we were gonna get some good loot from the True Whisper, but we had to level up. We're way beyond our goal. Our goal today was only to get to, like, level 40, so we were able to get to 41. Blacksmith, can you just get rid of this junk for me? Also, Blacksmith, can you repair, like, most of my gear here that's equipped? Be nice, so I don't take as much damage. Alright, Dread Knights. We gotta go back and do more of that, like, seasonal content here, which means we gotta go back in here and look for, like, a nerve fountain. We're basically going back to the same thing that we're doing. I also need to go to a nightmare dungeon because I'm looking for, like, a certain aspect that has to do with, like, crackling energy. But I don't know if I'm gonna do that dungeon on stream, just because I feel like it's gonna take too long. I might go a little bit longer today, too, so maybe a tiny little bit longer than I was originally planning to. Just because I don't stream on weekends. I don't make content on weekends anymore. I used to in the past, but, like, I'm very busy on weekends 90% of the time. And it's a little bit more beneficial for me to, like, be able to rest, and I do everything, obviously, outside of streaming. 66 cinders, really good. And the good thing about this, too, is we're just kind of restocking on True Whisper badges, too, at the same time while we do this. Let's see, pick up that gold. There's a chest over there, so we're gonna go to it in a second. Let me pick these up. I wish the pet could pick up those orbs so I wouldn't have to do it, because that's one thing that I feel like is an oversight with the pets. Like, in Diablo 3, the pets could pick up just about everything. Like, literally everything. In this game, I kind of struggle a little bit with that. Okay, we're gonna open this. This is probably not gonna get anything important out of it. Chest armor. Gonna be a decent roll? Probably not. Pick this up. Don't worry about that enemy. Okay, how many are left here? I gotta harvest 100 enemies in this area to be able to get that. Like that. Perfect. Oh! I got pulled in. They're trying to crowd control me. A lot of, like, Diablo content is mostly crowd control. A lot of people have hated it. I do say it's kind of annoying when you're doing, like, things that just getting crowd control left and right. It's not as bad as, like, the first season. First season, oh my god. Crowd control is, like, one of the most annoying things. It's, like, synthetic difficulty. These guys are just, like, damage sponge because their levels a bit higher than me. If I recall correctly, that's how Helltides work. Alright, so let's drop down here because you see those red enemies. We gotta take them out for the this objective. Look at all those fragments. Look at that. Just, like, everything's just getting deleted. I feel like Matt Hardy right about now. Delete! 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 Oh, I got caught with those enemies. That's okay. They're not really going to be able to do too much for me. More chain lightnings. Okay. This is for how many people we have to kill here? 50. That's probably going to be very easy in this type of area. Got some more cinders. Is there... Oh, I gotta kill that guy. That guy's part of usually the things that you use for the season journey. Let me do this. More chains that bounce off into the better. Goodbye, Harbinger. That didn't count? No? Why didn't it count? I guess it wasn't part of this area. I feel kind of shocked in the bowl by that. You get the joke? Shocked in the bowl. Alright. Found something. Let's fix this. I'm gonna get the chest open maybe first before I do this. In case if I die, I'm gonna lose the... No, you know what? Screw it. This is a bonus XP here? Okay. Hopefully it won't be too crazy. Haha. No, it's not. It's still kind of crazy. Oh my goodness. Already. I hate this orb thing that it does, man. This orb thing is annoying, man. Such a terrible, like, damage modifier there. Holy crap. Ah, leave me alone. Oh. Oh my goodness. Way harder. Way harder than I was expecting this one. Oh, please don't do that. Why are you all the way over here? I mean, maybe you should stay all the way over there. Ow. 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 This is not doing anything to him. I had to get, like, up close and personal with this behind her. Ow. Go away. Go away. Alright, thank you. Alright. Oh, stop hitting me. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. We did it! But then we died at the same time. That's hilarious. Whew. You know, it's the sad part. I gotta go all the way back over there. I don't even got anything for it. So I lost a couple cinders. That's the problem about doing them. But we need to do that to be able to get to the next part of the story. So I need to find one more of those. Don't see any on the map. That's the worst part about it. And to wait for, like, the next rotation, I'm just gonna be a pain in the you-know-what. The derriere. The behind. And let's go over this one. Crooks here, perfect. Aberrant shards. Oh, you tried to teleport? I can do that trick too, little guy. What do you think? What do you think you're dealing with? You're dealing with the great and powerful Dreadscape game, and there's an art fountain there, we can do it. Hopefully that'll push us to the 1,000. But I don't want to touch that fountain until I deal with all these freaking small parts here. Good. Pick that up. Waiting for the cooldown. Oh, there's this here too? Alright, let's do this first, because that's going to be a problem. On top of that, again, for Whisper, so we might as well do it. Shooting the Shock Lightning. Champion has already accepted my challenge. Okay, Champion. Have at me. The spider. Look at how much mana we're getting. I have to use this as much as I didn't want to use it right then. Alright. We got rid of the muck thing. I don't know if it's a great idea to do this before my cooldown is finished, but we're about to find out. This might have been a terrible idea. This might be the consequences of my actions, perhaps. Stay still. Oh, but it got in the way of everything. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, 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 no. There's too many busybodies all over the place. Stop being busybody. Stop. Okay, we don't have that shield, but oh man. Oh no. Oh no. Drop a health potion thingy. Oh my goodness. He's being cheapskate. Confirm. I hate when that happens. I know I could have stopped that too. This is the hard part about that. They really want me to die over and over again. Give me that. I need those shards. Ow. Look at this. Give me all of it. Give me all of it. Give me all of it. They don't. I'm not affected by that frozen thing. That's all it dropped? It didn't give me anything that I needed. I needed like a whole bunch of chaos orbs. I feel cheated. They're literally gatekeeping us behind finishing the next part of like actual seasonal story content. You better be giving me something amazing over there. Oh, there's the loot goblin. No. I gotta. Come back, loot goblin. Come back, loot goblin. Did he die? Come back. Stop. Freeze yourself in place. There we go. Whew. Okay, it gave me some stuff that I needed. We're so close. I just need like another like really good rotation of orbs, the chaos orbs that you need for the season to be able to like do that thing. You see where it says Bartok Reign of Chaos? We need 6,500 orbs to be able to get to the next part, which will hopefully unlock the story. One should hope. Bounce. I haven't seen any white loot. White loot, where are you? Alright, I'm gonna ignore these guys even though they're still gonna come this way, so I'm still gonna have to kill them despite the fact that I'm saying I'm ignoring them. Frozen, good. Chaos Rift. I don't want to activate this just yet. This is a nightmare rift? What's the difference between them? Does anybody know in chat? Oh, it gives me a nightmare sigil as a reward. Okay. I don't really need that many nightmare sigils at this point in my opinion, but... Alright. Have at thee. Hopefully it's not gonna be as bad as the first time. Oh no. This feels even worse than the last one. Are we winning, son? I don't know, Dread Knight. I really don't know in this particular situation. Well, I looked away for a second. Look at how much stuff is like... These things are really hard for the season. They really... Why not to make it harder? I mean, people are saying this is easy. This part of the seasonal content's not easy whatsoever. Like, I'm just being stun locked a lot. I'm not complaining about it. I'm saying it's definitely a harder than like what I post stream. Oh god. Oh god. Sprees in place, that would be nice. That would be nice. I need these health potions before big baddie comes. Oh goodness. Let's just hang back here. I've waited. I did that too early. I was supposed to do that after. That's a skill issue. Skill issue on my part. Oh no. I need... Oh my god, that thing spawning there too now is like the worst thing that could have happened. We're guaranteed to take a death. Please give me the cooldown that I need! Oh man. Alright. Of course, because it's gonna do that. That's the most annoying part. Durability. It's okay. It's good. It's good. It's good. Don't panic. I'm panicking a little bit. Okay. Do this. Sweet. Build that up. And I get to the 60. It gave me 6,220. We still gotta do one more of those, man. This feels like the slowest grind in the world right now. I don't think there's really much else I can do to grab here. We've grinded just about like every area that we potentially can here. It was opening up like even chests. Good. Like unless like some minions spawn, I can't really like open that chest there. It's a little tempting because it's like 75 per chest at the point where we are. It's definitely, you can see like once you get to like the 40s, the amount of experience is hard to level up. It's a hell of a lot longer. This is the part where then like Diablo IV starts to feel grindy and you're not like running into like a lot of significant loot, which is what usually turns people off. So like for me right now in this season now, not seeing anything like really significant loot starting to drop, or we're pushing upper 40, well not upper, but we're pushing like level 40. This is not like a good selling factor on the season. I'm not trying to be like super critical, but it's like, if I'm not going to see something significant for a while still, and I've played for 2 days and grinded the more than 3/4 of the way of what's considered like max cap, because max cap right now is 60 in this game. It used to be 100, which I used to be level 100 with my non-season characters, and then they took it away and made me level 50, which I'm still very upset about that, mind you. I need like 2 more cinders to be able to do something here, right? We haven't found anything. There we go. Grab the wretched souls. 77 here. Let's open this chest if we can. Sturdy coven trunks. All of this is pretty bad. I don't want to do that yet. Can we do anything here that would be of significance to us? Not really. To get some platinum. What, 100 platinum for 5? Sure. You're not gonna let me claim it? X? Sure. Let me get the platinum now. I'm probably never gonna use. I don't know. I just feel like the way they do this is terrible. Man. Let me also check seasonal things. We have to do so many more of those. Temper affixes on gear. Oh man, we're getting so close to what I want to do in terms of the objective. It's just so many more of those things you gotta do. I don't know. Let's go back to base. Because you know what we could do right now? We could start, like, I don't really want to waste too many resources on tempering. But maybe we should temper a little bit. Just so we can get that, like, seasonal objective out of the way.
Ah, a warrior. How may I? Let's see the barbs make that.
Can I use anything that's good? Critical strike, vulnerable, no weapon, natural, basic, elemental. I don't have anything that has to do with shock, right? Weapons, day and night. That's not gonna help. Frost augments. Oh, shock augments. Let's see. Chance to teleport. chance for charge bolts, chance for chain lightning to hit twice, spark projectiles, ball lightning cast twice. Let's try one of these and see. Hopefully I don't ruin a weapon doing this. I'm gonna get one more reroll on this, so this better be good. Wow, we got it on the first attempt, chain lightning. I'll take that. Thank you. Shouldn't that count for the season now? Because I did that? Okay, good. Let's get this. So the next thing is locate... This is the hard one. This is the only thing holding us back in Chapter 2 right now. We got a Whisper's key. Anything else good here? Nope. And it doesn't have vulnerable. It's not good enough for me. Ice. It's bad. Just... I haven't gotten lucky with any of the drops. It's kind of unfortunate. I've seen more crap than I've seen good loot.
You'll see.
Okay, and that was like from a bounty chest, so that makes it even more annoying. Icy Veil. Maxed out on that. Apply 8% more chill, that's not gonna help. Let's see, static discharge. Put the point into that. Alright. I think what we're gonna do is, I think maybe it's a world boss, but nobody does the world bosses, and that's in 38 minutes. Collections, let's see. We don't need that. The thing is, like, the next Helltide doesn't spawn until... what time is it? 6:55, like 4 minutes from now. The only thing we do is just kind of, like, busy work until the time being. Let's go do some busy work, then, because there's not really anything else on the map. Just pick a spot. We'll say we'll do that spot that's, like, near the back. We haven't done that yet. I'll take a sip of hydration. Since I tempered my weapon, it looks different. Why is it different? What happened to the transmog? I'm not happy about that. Can I do this for my chest? I think I can, right? I'm not buying that. I haven't even been storing loot. I'm an idiot. I mean, most of this stuff is garbage anyway. Why would I want to store it? Just being real with you, Drift Knights. Cut across. Go do the bounty. I think maybe I'm gonna call it after the bounty. Maybe after the next level up. I think maybe that's a good point to end on. Alright, let's get the red orb. Alright, let's get the harvest. Yeah, like these things will die very quickly. Very, very quickly. Especially with that, like, freaking tempered that we put on there. We got lucky. Take out the tree. We gotta kill 100 enemies basically in this area and pick up those orbs. For those of you wondering, what are we doing? Oh, that poor werewolf dude. That liking got put in his place. Goodbye, Jacob. Alright, nice. Look around and see anything there. Little chains here, so we should be good. Oh, there's that in the corner. So we'll definitely do that right now. Because that'll spawn like a big angry boss, and it'll spawn more like mobs that I can take out as well. Good. Champion Evil has accepted my challenge. Have at me! I don't think it's going to last very long now. I'm going to do that. That. I'm just going to pretty much get one tapped. Alright. Slain Villager. Pick that up. Probably shouldn't pick that up. Fine. It's not like I was having a whole bunch of items here. Right? If it spawned a whole bunch of enemies, should just take me in for it, right? Okay, we got a tier. Oh, perfect. We did that too, without even trying. Well, that worked out in our benefit. Let me take these guys out first, because they are part of the story little thing here, so I feel like if we didn't do this, it's kind of a waste of time. I mean, we're already here, so why not just do it as we're supposed to? I'm gonna pick this up. I don't know if I have to keep picking these up. Good, don't. Let's take care of you. How many of these I have to kill? It'd be nice if there's actually a counter. Travel to the hidden overlook. We actually might be able to do the next part of the story campaign and just end on the story campaign. Yeah. I think we're about to get to the end of the story campaign, maybe, potentially here. It'd be kind of cool, because then we just, like, finish out the rest of the season. Am I supposed to be continuing to pick these up? Yes, I am. Okay. Claim this. Look at this. We didn't do that yet. We're going over here, which is the next objective. Oh, it looks like this is going to be the end of the seasonal story, so we'll probably end on that once I do it. How far do I have to travel for this? I'm going to use this, I'll use the horse to push in. If this is the case where the seasonal story ends here, or this is just it, it's kind of a lackluster... Another one of those, like, lackluster seasonal stories, even though the fact that we're almost at, like, level 50. That's the thing, I really don't feel like they put a lot of effort into the seasonal stories. They give you a couple of cutscenes, and then make you do something that's just kind of like a recycled seasonal thing, because it's just easier to copy and paste, as opposed to, like, really trying to create something truly interesting, in my opinion. Because that would take longer development time, too, right? When you think about it, like, if you're making seasons and you're, like, adding a whole bunch of new features, it would take more time. More development time. Maybe development time they don't have because they're always trying to rush out a season every 3 months. But I feel like if devs took, like, if we had a season that lasted, like, 6 months, and it gave you more time to, like, actually develop stuff, maybe it'd be better. Because I feel like rushing it every 3 months is just... it's not it.
You've prepared yourself.
Okay. Is this guy a sacrifice? I hope not. Where's
He's in the
Bartok?
Blistered Barrens south of here.
He's in the
We need to
Blistered
go
Barrens. Okay, we're gonna go and take care of the great evil for this season. Where am I going? I'm going over here. Okay. I just put that because I'm just gonna horse all the way over there because it makes, like, the most sense to do that. More of the small fries. Oh, she has a horse too. That's cool. I've never seen an NPC that actually rides a horse with you. That's a nice little nuance that they added to Diablo 4. Usually the NPCs don't have, like, a horse. Okay. Take care of these enemies. Are you gonna actually help? Or are you just gonna make me kill everything? Alright. Reach our destination. Do you want to open that door? You're sure taking your sweet time there. Come on, Cheyenne. Bartok is here?
It's a secret refuge for mages dabbling in demonic
Well,
summoning.
I'm a mage, so this is pretty good that we're
Visjagtar
dabbling
cleared
in
it out
this.
centuries ago.
Okay, so
But Bartok seems to have reclaimed it.
Bartok reclaimed it. Okay, so we just go in there and clean house and then take out Bartok, and the day is saved. The world will be saved, kind of, partially, maybe. Remind me before I end stream to fix my transmog on my
This
staff.
place reeks of demons.
Yeah, this place does reach 15 minutes. We'll take it. It is your job, Dread Knights, to remind me to change the transmog on the weapon back to what it's supposed to be. Okay, cool. Unless we have, like, a fine different cooler staff. Bounce on that. Good. These guys are small price. As long as we don't run into a butcher here, which sometimes this map has the most potential, usually, of spawning the butcher. I don't want to hear right now, fresh meat! Because I just want to punch the air, because, like, we're not ready to fight a butcher right now if we had to.
More of the Fell Council.
So it's the Fell Council, so are we really fighting Bardock here, or is this going to be, like, a dragged out story? Which is fine, I don't mind if they drag it out a little bit more.
We'll have you. We'll have him.
Ooh, these are harder than the last ones before. Stop. Stop. Oh my goodness, these are way harder than the last ones I was fighting. Holy crap. We gotta be very careful here. Oh, I gotta heal up. I gotta heal up because if I die where the boss is, we gotta restart the boss battle, which I'm not trying to do that. Take that. Take that. Stop that. Oh, one hit KO move. Stop that. I was gonna freaking freeze him, but he moved out of the way before I could cast it. Jesus Christ, that guy was hard. And he's not even the final boss for the season.
Minions to protect Bartok.
Yeah, no more minions, but if the minions were difficult, what do you think's gonna happen when we fight Bardock? It's probably gonna, like, one-tap us, which I hope he doesn't, because it's gonna be a long time fighting him. Let's look around. Like, that was far from easy, I'll be the first to tell you. Good. Around. Something. Brushers.
Bartok was a monster.
Well, she's starting to narrate, so we're getting closer to it.
Spawned in the pits of hell.
He spawned in the pits of hell. Should I wait up here a second to get all my mana? Yes, we're at the final fight of this season's boss.
If you enter one, it should summon him.
I have to pick one? Is it gonna tell me? Okay. Hello, Bardock. You are... Why do you seem like you're gonna be easier to fight than your actual minions? Feeling like that. Why is it feeling like you're gonna be pretty easy to beat? Alright, I stand corrected, maybe not? I hope you have a phase 2, because if not, this is gonna be hella disappointing. Oh, why did they change that? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, he's harder in phase 2. Oh my goodness. Honestly? Oh, he's almost dead. He's definitely dead. His phase 2 is much harder than phase 1. But he still is pretty much a pushover. Well, goodbye, Bardock. That was the final boss of the season. Is he gone?
Bartok is back in hell where he belongs.
Yeah, we sent him to hell.
The Chaos Rifts will persist thanks to
The Chaos
Mephisto's
Rifts and
presence.
Mephisto's prison.
We must keep fighting off the demons they spawn.
Alright.
Otherwise, Bartok could return.
I suppose it's more
I
busy
need to
work.
report to the Visjak.
But basically, this is the
Tell
end of the
them of our
story for
victory.
the season. Right there. So it only took like 2 play sessions to end the season. Story, at least. Alright, we had a level up there, level 43. So we're 2 levels higher than I was expecting us to hit today. That's a plus. Let's just get that. This is all garbage loot, so it's not really gonna matter much at this point. Let me start it, just in case. I don't think it's really gonna be important loot. What is this? Hold on to this. I'm not gonna use Firewall, but I can put an aspect on that if I need to. 2 mana kill. Over damage, power damage I don't even use, so that's kind of useless on what I'm doing. Alright, and this is a terrible necklace. Basically, all those troubles that we got, this thing. Went through so much trouble there. And we didn't get any, like, white loot, at least for Bardock. That's what kind of, like, really is disappointing, to say the very least. Alright, let's go for the portal. Is she here? No, she's probably back in the main town that she was originally. She is, okay, so we'll go back there. We'll talk to her, I guess, and that should, like, she should have, like, a final speech. I'm assuming she has a final speech, right? Yeah, there's her final speech for the season. Right? Where is she? She's gone? Do we get any rewards for this? Nope. Is she inside the house? No, she's not. She's just gone. I thought it said to speak to her. Alright, so that's basically the end of the season, and we just got rid of him. You know, we could do that, but I'm not going to do that on stream, because that takes a while, that. Alright, you know, I'm going to call it here. I feel like this is a good enough portion, because we finished the seasonal story. Got to level 40. The rest of the season basically is just grinding the, like, Hell Tides to level up and gear up with loot and, like, increase your level of power. Which, it's kind of okay, but it's gonna be basically more of the same of Diablo 4, at least it feels like to me. So maybe I do that in my spare time, as opposed to just having you watch me just do, like, Helltide after Helltide after Helltide after Helltide after event after event, waiting to try to get, like, better loot. because I don't know how long it would take anyway for us to get like any significant gain here, and everything else is just going to be like a cycle. So we finished the story this week. Next time I'll play, I'll do like some end game grinding, because I'll probably play a little bit more of this. I don't know if I'm going to play any more tonight though. Overall, I like that we feel more powerful in this season. I definitely feel like we're more powerful. However, I do feel like it's still kind of a very monotone type of grind. This is the DLC area. I don't have the expansion, for those of you who are wondering. I did not get it. I'm on the Blizzard Steam store. Or not Blizzard Steam store, the Blizzard store. I don't have this on Steam, for those of you guys wondering. I have this on through Blizzard thing. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna continue this season. I like what I played, and Chain Lightning definitely feels stronger, but I'm not sure I want to like. I'm gonna want to grind more. I have to depend. Level 60 is max cap, so it's not. We're not that far off. I think there will be at least one more Diablo IV stream next week. I just don't know what level I'll be at. Because the season ends on like December 9th.
Father bless.
That's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go change my look. Want to change my fit. My fit got all messed up, man. My transmog got all messed up. Alright. Like, this is the part that upsets me, right? Like, I did this. This is not Loot Reborn. Oh, this is Seasonal Inferno. Oh, that stuff stayed. So why did my weapon not stay, though? Why did my weapon not stay? There we go. That looks kind of cool. This is like the full transmog. That's how my character looks, in case these guys are wondering. Alright, I feel good where we're ending today. Because we finished like an actual... Oh. You have to hit save for that, Dreadscape. Why did you think you didn't have to hit save? That looks nice, I think. That one's the Staff of Fallen. I'm trying to find like a decent staff that would really go with it. That's sort of okay. I think this looks better for what we have. Alright. Let's confirm the look. Okay. So I'm gonna call it here. With that being said, this is the last stream for this week. I do not stream on weekends. I will be back Monday. Most likely what we're gonna play on Monday will either be Team Fortress 2, or I will play maybe some Diablo 2. I'm thinking Monster Hunter as well, because I know Monster Hunter went over pretty good here, and there still are Monster Hunter games that we can check out. Anyway, with that being said, though, thank you for hanging out with me, thank you for chatting with me, thank you for lurking. I do greatly appreciate it. Most importantly, I appreciate you. I will see you all Monday for most likely Team Fortress 2. Alright, until next time, guys.